Hello everyone, welcome to this great VFX tutorial, and in this tutorial I am going to be teaching you how to do this thumb bonfire VFX, but you can do this on anything you like, and this is going to be a very lengthy tutorial. You have to just follow along with me, and this is a really good VFX tutorial as you can see. So without any more talks, let's get started.
Okay, so here we are in Adobe After Effects, and as you can see I've already have a project media opened, and if I scrub through the footage you will notice that this is the main product, the main item that will be happening after all the effects is done. And if I scrub through the footage you will notice that the fire is glowing and the fire is cleanly on my hand. Just you have to position it a little bit more finely, and it should be good to go if you scrub through your footage. Now let's learn how to do it. First of all, import your main video file. Click the file and drag it into a new composition button. Now I really want you to follow along with this tutorial. So if you want to download this Thumbroy file, the link is in the description below, and I strongly recommend you download this file before continuing with this tutorial. The link to download this Thumbroy media file is in the description below, and download it to follow along with this tutorial. So now let's get started. This may be your personal file. You can burn almost anything: pencil, eraser, paper, stick, wood, but in this tutorial I'll prefer my hand. First of all, grab your timeline indicator, click it and drag it to the exact position where the fire will just start. Then duplicate the Thumbroy file by clicking it, press Ctrl plus D to duplicate it. On the first file, click it, press Alt plus square bracket open button to cut it from the beginning. Grab the bottom file, press Alt plus square bracket close button to close it. What I have mainly done is I have split the layer at that position. Now go to the exact position where the fire is to be not available, where I'm blowing the fire out, about here. So do the same thing. Grab the upward file, press Ctrl G to duplicate it. Grab the middle file, press Alt plus square bracket close button. The topmost file, press Alt plus square bracket open button, and I have split the layer. Let's look at the finished product. This is the main splitter layer. Now what you have to do is, in the middle word layer, this middle file, we'll have to track only my thumb. Track the thumb using the 2D tracker of Adobe After Effects, and then apply it to a track null object. So we'll do that simply by, first of all, disabling the visibility of the bottom file and topmost video file. Then go to the beginning of the clip, and then go to the window and enable the tracker window. Let's zoom out, make sure the layer is selected, and click track motion, and you'll see this motion tracker window enabled. This is just a motion tracker. Use your mouse wheel to zoom in, mouse wheel to pan, and align the motion tracker. Now I already have a tutorial on how to motion track. The beginner's tutorials link is given in the description below, and I strongly recommend you watch how to track motion video first, then continue with this tutorial, because I won't cover up everything of tracking things. So first of all, grab the small box and align it with only the color of the object that will catch the fire. So in this video my hand is catching the fire, so I am just getting my small box only the color of my thumb, and the outward box make it large and make sure that it only covers up the environment. The middle box contains the color, the outer box contains the environment. And then let's make this window a bit large. Click on Analyze Play button. You can use this next keyframe, previous keyframe button to make sure that the tracking is more realistic. So click on the play button, and you will notice that your thumb is being tracked. Only the thumb will be tracked in this process. Click and wait until the tracking is finished. If your object is totally clean and neat, the tracking will be very much easy. As you can see, the tracker is following my hand. If you want more details about tracking, check out the video in the description below. Okay, after some stiff tracking, right click in your project media panel, go to new and make a new null object. I will quickly rename it to thumbnail. And then go to edit target in the tracker window and always select thumbnail, click OK, click apply, select X and Y dimensions and click OK. Let's quickly cut the null. Press Alt plus square bracket open button, go to the end of the video by clicking and dragging your timeline indicator, press Alt plus square bracket close button, and we have closed the null object. Now mainly, if you scrub to the footage, what will happen that you will notice that the null object is following you. Let's close the tracker window for now, following your hand. So let's get back to this composition and you will notice that 50% of our work is done. Now we have to prepare our fire and then apply it to our layer. Now you can download the fire stock footage from anywhere you like. You can download action essentials too from Video Copilot. If you like explosions, bullets, whizzes and smoke, just download action essentials too from Video Copilot. In fact, you have to buy it. You can get almost any stock footage, like search Google. All the links are given in the description below. If you want to download action essentials too from Video Copilot, the links are given in the description below and I strongly recommend you download it. You can also download some free stock footages from footagecreate.com, Detonation Films, but as for now I will use this torch windy file. As you can see, to use it, click to drag the torch windy 2 file from the project media panel and drop it right over all the layers, and you will notice a simple fire just available. Now I will quickly cut the fire to match with my timeline. Press Alt plus square bracket open button, drag your timeline indicator to the exact positions, and with Alt plus square bracket close button we have cut it. Now mainly we have to get rid of the black background, so go to the effects and presets panel, search for the color key effect, apply the linear color key effect by clicking and dragging it and drop it on the torch windy file. Pick the color picker tool, pick the black color, and you should be good to go. Go to the effects and presets panel and again search for the glow effect. But I will recommend you don't give glow effect because it burns the RAM, your processor a little bit. So I will give a simple brightness effect. Click and drag it and drop it on the torch file, and I will just blur the file. So go to the effects and presets panel, search for the first blur effect, apply the first blur effect again to the torch window file, and let's blur the file by 1.5% will be enough. Yep. Now align the fire straightly with your thumb. Let's see, about over on my thumb will be totally fine enough for me. Now what we have to do is make sure that the torch windy file is following my hand. But if you scrub to the footage now, oh no, the fire is not following my hand. Let's go to the first of the layers and make sure you click on the parent tool, drag it and drop it on the thumbnail. Let's quickly re-enable the visibilities. And now if you simply scrub to the footage, you will notice that the fire is indeed following your hands like a professional. If you have still more problem, just align it a little bit more clearly and you should be good to go. Now the main thing we have to correct is I have to give her a glow effect that the fire is really on my hand. There is some light emitting, my face is glowing up. So go to your timeline and make a new solid. If you see my pre-created layer, you will notice that there is a yellow solid and I have made a simple mask. So let's quickly right click, new, and make a new solid. Make sure the solid's color matches the fire color. Use the color picker tool to pick a really brightish yellow color and click OK. For now, disable the visibility of the yellow solid. Grab this ellipse tool. If you can see it, just click and drag your mouse to select the ellipse tool, and just click and drag in the display to make a nice round oval shape over the fire. Now if we re-enable the solid, you will notice this. Now expand the solid properties, expand the mask properties, and then feather the mask by at least 130%. And then in the mask opacity, just reduce the opacity to about 50% will be fine. Then drag the parent tool of the mask, drag it and drop it again on the thumb null. Make sure you disable the visibility of the null because it's gonna be very disturbing. Cut out the solid according to your layer. Use Alt square bracket open close button. And now let's deselect all things and let's play our video back. And here you have your good old fire ready on your hands.
So this is how you do some great looking thumb bonfire VFX. So thanks everyone. If you have any questions or concerns, leave them all in section below. If you indeed have this tutorial, click the like button. Subscribe for more. So until next time, I am going to be seeing you later.